Hello out there and welcome to Ascension Addict Tarot. This reading is going to be for the Divine Masculine for the full moon in Taurus that will be occurring on October 31st, 2020. Please keep in mind that this reading is general. Everything may not resonate for everyone. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're looking for a more personal experience, looking for a personal reading, be sure to check out the information in the description box below where I list my readings, my prices, and how to contact me. Right now, I'm actually running a special for 30% off all of my readings. That's a limited time only. I decided to do that because of the challenging energies that we are all going through and most likely will continue to go through, at least for the rest of October into November. I'm feeling like December is sort of when things might start to turn around. But because it's a challenging time, I wanted to make sure that people that needed readings could get them, right? So take advantage of it, 30% off. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the Divine Masculine reading. I'm going to do some overall energy. So this will sort of be looking at what's happening with him internally, those type of things. And then I'll break down the tarot, what's happening overall with him externally, the spiritual lessons he's learning, what this full moon will bring about for him, and of course, what he's thinking about Divine Feminine. So without further ado, let's get a card here for Divine Masculine's overall energy. Can we get one card for Divine Masculine's overall energy? And the first card we have jumping out is number 4, Beauty Way. This is the Mystical Shaman deck. I love it. Wow, so it's like a dragonfly coming out of a flower. I'm going to actually read what this means. So the essence, this is the overall message of this card. The beauty way is both a path that you travel on and a daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only beauty before you, behind you, and all around you as you journey through life. The practice is where you take action to bring beauty to every situation you are in. When things get ugly, you act to bring integrity and peace to difficult encounters. When everyone else perceives only darkness, you point out the light and help uncover the hidden treasures. If you have not seen the Divine Feminine reading, this is exactly what the Divine Feminine had to do, but this is like from a masculine perspective, meaning the doing. Right? Feminine energy is the knowing or the being. Masculine energy is the doing, right? So the invitation, or what this card is asking you to look at, the beauty way invites you to create beauty in your life and to recognize the beauty inside yourself and in others. Stop to smell the roses, take a deep breath, look up at the stars, and recognize the splendor that surrounds you. See the beauty in whatever situation you find yourself in, and you will receive the lesson that life is teaching you in a kind and gentle way, Divine Masculine. So the medicine, this is the shadow element of this card. Stop trying to fix relationships that you believe are broken. Recognize that things are exactly as they need to be in this moment and acknowledge the inherent beauty in that. When you understand this, you will be able to bring about the change you want. Do not engage in gossip about the darkness and flaws of others. Be careful not to be seduced by the superficial beauty of a project or relationship you are toying with, unless you are willing to pay the price for it later. So this is about the Divine Masculine seeing the beauty in everything that is around them. I have felt like Divine Masculine is sort of in a bit of a dark place. Some could say this is the dark night of the soul, right? For Divine Masculine. But I feel like that's where they're at. And I feel like they're having a very difficult time. I just heard finding the joy in life. This card is asking for them to tap into their feminine energy and to see the beauty all around them, and then to balance it with their masculine energy and bring that beauty forward. There's also a call not to get caught up with things that don't matter. Okay, don't see so much beauty in everything that you're just like running to this and running to that and trying to hold on to all these things. It's not for that. It's just for you to recognize Divine Masculine. Okay. So let's see what the Starseed Oracle has for Divine Masculine. What does the Starseed Oracle have for divine masculine? Okay. So funny because I thought about this card when I was doing the pre-shuffle. Double mission. Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. I'm going to read what that means. On the bottom of the deck, there was a rest and rejuvenation card. So I think that's just another shout out to divine masculines that they may be working a little bit too hard. Lightworker starseeds are mission and purpose oriented. Many have the feeling that time's running out and there's something they came here to do, create, or contribute. They're here to grow as souls individually, individual mission, and to also contribute to the planet in some action-oriented way, a collective mission. Their collective mission is often answered through a career calling or by devoting their life to something bigger. Until they remember their collective mission, it can feel as if something's missing and that they're forgetting something important. It's common for lightworker starseeds to feel that they're different, and they may carry soul memories of being visible or sharing their voice. As such, they may protect themselves by dimming their light in order to fit in, or by spending time in some sort of closet, such as a spiritual closet. If you pull this card, you are being called to remember your collective mission and step into it even more fully. So yeah, divine masculine, they are coming towards the light, they are accessing the light, they are getting the downloads, and they are seeing their purpose. They're not only seeing their purpose, but they're seeing a collective purpose. Divine masculine is coming back to himself. He's coming back home. He's coming back to his soul. You and, divine masculine and divine feminine share a soul. It's coming back home, coming back to yourself. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let's look at one last card here for overall energy of divine masculine. And we had two cards flying out. Transition and allowance. Literally what I just said. Coming home. Number 7 and number 9. This is divine masculine finally recognizing what this is and what is required of him. Yes, this is a transition. And yes, it needs to be allowed. And yes, it's not always going to look pretty. And yes, there's a lot of responsibility. But it's divine masculine recognizing that this is what he came here for. Again, if you have not watched the divine feminine reading, please do so. I will link it at the end of this video. There is complete mirroring at this point. And I spoke about this in the divine feminine reading. It is because most of us are already in energetic union. Excuse me. We've always been in union. The illusion is that we're separate. But that's not real. It's just not real. We might be physically separated, perhaps, but you're never separated from your counterpart. You're never separate from your counterpart. So let's get into the tarot. Let's see what's going on in divine masculine's outer world. Spirit, please tell us what's going on in divine masculine's outer world. Okay. We have the 6 of Coins, the 7 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. What's happening for divine masculine is he's really getting in touch with his feminine energy. Again, I said the energetic union is already here, which is to say that for the most part, for most of us, our feminine and masculine energies are fairly balanced at this point. We sort of know how to work with both energies. What's happening with the masculine energy is actually kind of funny. Because he's going into this feminine energy, he wants to give with this 6 of Coins. He wants things to be balanced. He wants to give. However, this is not necessarily energy that divine masculines are used to being in, right? So it's causing a level of confusion. Well, hell, what do I give to? Who do I give to? I mean, I think I kind of know, but then how do I give to them? And how do I, it's all of that. What it's really calling up is for them to really look at what they love. what they love, what means the most to them, and recognizing that the beauty way, is what they're supposed to be giving to. Let's see here. All right, so let's look at this Six of Coins. This giving and this balance. Okay. So we have the Hangman with the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords. The Hangman, they're going in, they're really thinking about it, they're really contemplating how past sadness has stopped them from wanting to give. It's exactly what the feminine energy got as well. This is what Divine Feminine got in their reading, and I'm pretty sure it was in this exact same position. So again, the mirroring. The masculine is ready to give, but what's holding him back right now is just honestly beating himself up in his mind about all the things that he's fucked up on in life. And you know what? We all fuck up. It doesn't determine our future. It doesn't determine what's happening right now. That's it. It's just something that happened. Tell me about this Seven of Cups for Divine Masculine. Okay. Wow. If this is Divine Feminine and y'all watching this video, this one's for you guys. So, yeah, he's confused about what to give to, but he has the High Priestess here. This is his inner knowing about the fact that he needs to be giving to the Empress. Again, I always say that the Queen of Pentacles to me is the minor arcana for the Empress. We have them both here, the minor and the major arcana. Divine Feminine. His intuition is saying that he needs to, one, embody more Divine Feminine energy, and also give to his Divine Feminine counterpart. And he knows this. Even though, you know, there's a lot of things coming up and all of that, he knows this. Inside, he knows this. In his subconscious, he knows this. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords, followed by the Seven of Pentacles, followed by the Moon. What has Divine Masculine a little stuck right now with respect to moving forward and giving of himself, it's like he's trying to make sure he's doing the right thing. With the Ace of Swords, that's, you know, information, knowledge, clarity, all of that. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's like, I want to make sure I'm planting the right seeds. I want to make sure, like, I'm doing the right things. And with the Moon here, that kind of feels like the Seven of Cups. This confusion or perhaps illusion, right? There's illusion around, can I do this? Can I really do this? Can I really change my life? Not just my life, but other people's lives as well. Some for the better and some not for the better. Divine Masculine struggling with that in his external world a little bit. So let's look at what spiritual lessons is Divine Masculine learning right now? What spiritual lessons is Divine Masculine learning at the moment? We have the Seven of Coins showing up twice, the Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, the spiritual lesson that Divine Masculine is learning is basically fuck what happened in the past. Fuck the bad relationships. Fuck the deals that went bad. Fuck whatever happened between you and your Divine Feminine that went south. That shit doesn't matter. There's a new beginning here. Ace of Wands, a new passionate beginning. And the only thing getting in the way of that right now for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine is mental conflict. I actually have a series. It drops October 31st on my channel. It's called Being. And it talks about this. It talks about the fact that we are souls. We are our consciousness. We are not the thoughts that tell us that we can't have, we can't do, we shouldn't. Forget that. Those thoughts are your mind. Those thoughts are your ego. My series Being seeks to shine a light on that and help people to easily uncover the difference between their soul's voice and their ego's voice, or the mind's voice, right? So be sure to click that subscribe button, click the notification bell so you can see when the series drops and when new videos are added to that series. But yeah, what the spiritual lesson, wow, on the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Wands. Yes, what the divine masculine is learning is fuck the past. You are trapped in your past when there is a beautiful new beginning here on the horizon, but you're still trying to plant seeds. Or think about, okay, divine masculine, you won't be any different. Every video that I've done today, 5 of them, my camera has shut down. Mercury retrograde, I am sick of it. I am sick, but we will continue. Okay, so let's look at this 7 of coins. All right. So we have the 3 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the World. Yes. This is divine masculine feeling like they have enough to be able to do this thing. They want reunion. They want celebration. They want this new life. They do. They do, they do, they do. But this is about them recognizing that they have enough right now to make it happen. It's a little bit of a self-worth thing, right? Let's look at this Ace of Wands. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. All right. So we have the 4 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. I'm hearing that it's time to put down like the struggle. It's time to put down the sword. It's time to put down this desire to fight things away or feel like you need to protect yourself or guard yourself, or I can't go towards this because this is going to happen and that's going to happen and I got to be sure of this and I got to be sure. It's time to put that down. 4 of Swords. Victory is here. Victory is here, and victory can be here even in a bigger way, right? But the time has come to cut out the negativity. All of the things that are telling you you can't do this or you don't have enough to do this or whatever that is, all that illusion, it's time for it to go. What is the 8 of Swords? Tell me about the 8 of Swords. Ooh. We've got the King of Wands, the Sun, and the Devil. Yeah, King of Wands. It's time to boss up, level up, head towards your happiness, the Sun, and get out of this place. Get out of this box. Get out of this trapped energy. It's not serving you. It's not serving divine feminine, and it damn sure isn't serving the collective as a whole. The people, the, you know, part of our soul tribe even, that we've come here to either work with or help heal. That is what we are here to do. And so this energy needs to be eradicated in order for divine masculine to be able to step into that role. So let's look at what this full moon is going to bring about for divine masculine. What will this full moon usher in for divine masculine? What will this full moon usher in for divine masculine, please? We have the Magician, the 4 of Coins, and the Ace of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups. This is divine masculine taking the energy that they've been holding on to and gaining clarity and perspective around it and completely alchemizing that situation. What's the Magician? Holy Toledo. We have the 2 of Pentacles. This is that energy. I can do it. I can't do it. I can do it. I think I can. Maybe I can't. Maybe. This is that. Right? Followed by the Emperor taking control, divine masculine showing up in his own reading. with the Strength card and the Fool. Like I just said, completely taking control of this in and out, up and down, back and forth energy, and completely alchemizing it and changing this situation around. By the way, on the top of this Magician, which is Major Arcana, out of 4 cards, there are 3 Major Arcana cards: the Emperor, the Strength card, and the Fool. This is big time. This is big time. If Divine Feminines, if y'all are watching this, this is big time. This is major spiritual transformation. Tell me about the 4 of Coins. Tell me about the 4 of Coins. We have one more card. Oh, there we go. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. If you're a Divine Feminine and you're watching this, please understand your counterpart has been holding on to this love and this new beginning just like you have. Maybe they haven't told you a damn thing. Maybe they've told you a couple things, right? Whatever your story is, they've been holding on to it too. And because of that, because of them holding on to it, I just heard with this full moon, they're going to make leaps and bounds in this connection. Excuse me. And in their lives overall, period. Tell me about this Ace of Swords. I just heard that you're their strength. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. We're getting Temperance. Yeah. We're getting Temperance, the 9 of Swords, worry, stress, followed by the 4 of Cups. This full moon is going to bring a revelation to Divine Masculine as a collective, okay? Balance over this worry and not being able to take action. They are finally, I think, based on what the cards are saying, based on what I'm feeling, probably based on what you're feeling, they're going to get a hold of sort of the illusions that they've been under. This is powerful. This is super powerful. Let's look at how Divine Masculine is feeling about Divine Feminine at this time. How is Divine Masculine feeling about Divine Feminine at this time? Okay. So we have the Page of Wands, followed by the Strength card, followed by the 9 of Wands. Whether or not you know it, they're fighting for you and they're fighting for this. Because in honest truth, they're fighting for themselves. We talk about it all the time and we say, oh yeah, you know, twin flames are, you know, the same soul, right? So if they're fighting for you, they're fighting for themselves. If they're running from you, they're running from themselves, okay? Just think about that. The masculine is definitely fighting for this new beginning. With the Page of Wands here, may not be going about it in the best way right now, you know, for what Divine Feminine thinks, but they are doing their literal best. With the Strength card here and the 9 of Wands, this is somebody who's determined. This is somebody who wants this more than anything. Clarifying the Page of Wands, you get the Page of Wands, the 2 of Cups, and the King of Swords. This is determination. That's what I'm talking about. The Page of Wands, a new passionate beginning. The King of Swords, determination, clarity around the 2 of Cups. Let's look at this 9 of Wands for how he feels about Divine Feminine. Tell me about the 9 of Wands. Thank you. We have the 8 of Pentacles, putting in the work. 3 of Wands, expansion. Expansion, looking towards the future. And the 3 of Pentacles, coming together, working as a union, working as a collective effort. This is what he's persevering towards. Whether you're talking, whether you're not talking, I don't give a damn. Don't matter. Divine Masculine is putting in the work. So let's look at a message from Divine Masculine's higher self. What message does Divine Masculine's higher self have for him? What message does Divine Masculine's higher self have for him or her? The Star, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Sun. My, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Six of Cups, still on the bottom of the deck. Divine Masculine is being pushed towards love. What does that mean? That means they're being pushed towards Divine Feminine, because Divine Feminine is love. The Star, complete and utter wish fulfillment. The Queen of Pentacles, I view this as a minor arcana for the Divine Feminine. This is nurturing. This is love. This is them coming in contact more so with their own internal Divine Feminine. Okay? And the Sun, happiness. Spirit is trying to show Divine Masculine that everything you want is on the other side of I can't, I don't know if I can, I'm not sure if I should. All those doubts are just illusion. They are just illusion. If you want to know more about that and how that works, please check out my series launching on October 31st called Being, where I break down the soul and the ego and how to differentiate between the two. This is the universe. This is Divine Masculine's higher self telling him everything is going to be fine. Just follow love. Follow what you love. Forget everything else. Well, this looks bad, or this looks this way, or I don't know if I... Forget that. Go towards what makes you feel good. Period. Let's look at this Star card for a moment. Tell us about the Star card. Okay. I'll take all of them. We got the Knight of Cups, followed by the Eight of Swords, followed by the Chariot and the Knight of Swords. Absolutely. Again, this really links back to the Divine Feminine reading that I just did, where, I don't want to get into it now, but the Divine Feminine represents love, unconditional love. And that love, going towards that love, right? Just overall love, self-love, unconditional love, love for all humans, right? Going towards that is going to open up an entirely new world to the Divine Masculine. A world that he's been looking to get to for quite some time, but just not knowing how. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Two of Wands, followed by the Nine of Cups, followed by the Page of Cups, followed by the Five of Pentacles. Yes, Divine Masculine is absolutely planning on coming towards his wish fulfillment, whatever that is, right? Could be a person, could be something else. Either way, there is a little sadness. There is a little bit of feeling like they're on their own. And you have to think about that for a moment, right? What the Divine Masculine Collective has to do is something that, quite frankly, the world has really never seen, at least to this scale. Like men being loving and caring and not having to be macho and all of that. That's something that just doesn't really happen. And so that is what the Divine Masculine energy or collective is being charged with at this time. And so, these masculines that are coming out of this illusion and coming out of this fog, they may feel very alone. They may feel like they're not like the rest of their friends or their brothers or their dads or whatever. But they know that it has to be done. Somehow, some way, they know that it has to be done. I'm going to look at this Sun card, and then we're going to finish off with a couple guidance messages. Okay. So we have the Five of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Lovers. Yeah, there's still a little bit of conflict there that divine masculine is working through. I think the decision on where he wants to go with his life has been made. He's doing it from a place of the king of cups. So that's a very, that's a very strong position. You love something very much, but you're not crazy. You're not running after it like, let's say, the Knight of Wands would, very impulsively. You're taking your time. You're nurturing this. And it's for the best, because there is a little bit of conflict that's left here that they still need to work through. And I feel like they're doing that. And I feel like they're doing it in a healthy way, not, in a toxic way or a destructive way. And that's really all we can ask for, right? That's really all we as people can ask for of anybody, that you work through it the best way you can. Okay. I am going to get a couple guidance messages here from this Sacred Geometry deck. First card out is Conception. All right, well, damn. So we have conception. When I think of conception, I think of making a baby. So there's that. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. Exactly what we were talking about. Divine Feminine got a similar message. It's time for Divine Masculine to recognize what they want and go towards it and fuck everything else. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think forget that. Forget that. And then we have romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with a reflection of a conscious lover. So if you do have a partner out there, you do have a counterpart out there, this is a call. Make a phone call. Send a text. That's all it's going to take. Divine Feminine is a place where she's ready to love. She's ready to forgive. She's ready to be open. She's fully in her feminine energy at this time. No matter what happened in the past, all it requires is a simple conversation. Divine Feminine is ready to step into her role, and I feel like Divine Masculine is ready also. Just let go of the past, because your future is waiting on you, Divine Masculine. Thank you so much for watching this. If this resonated for you, or you have a friend that's a Divine Masculine, or they're going through something, could be a Divine Feminine, please go ahead and share this video. Hit the like button. Definitely subscribe. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye-bye.